My name is Brant Pitchford. I'm a supervisor with the Housing Division. Working in neighborhoods, we'll call it WIN many times, so don't let that throw you. We have two particular programs that are grant funded through HUD. So we have a little bit of a special arrangement through our process. Normal contracts, you go through purchasing, you become, go through the commodity codes, and you go through certain contracts released through purchasing. Because ours is a federal grant, we are exempt from the city's procurement process. So for my demonstration, you will be contacting the WIN department directly to get on our contractors list if you fall within an area. We have an emergency repair program, which is a $5,000 repair program for low-income residents. We do about 300 to 350 projects a year. We have a rehab loan program, which is actually should be $35,000 maximum rehab, and we do about 30 or 40 per year. Types of contractors we're looking for are electricians, plumbers, mechanical, roofing, and general contractors. We'll get an updated slide for you as well. It's actually cityoftulsa.org/housing. It's a lot easier to remember, and it's a little more self-intuitive to get to. And that's where this application will be online. Don't let it scare you. You download it, it's about 20 pages, but there's only about 3 pages you fill out. The rest of it's for you to keep for your information so you'll know what to do as we move forward. It's a fairly simple application. All the stuff that HUD requires us to have on record for you, your DUNS number, your federal ID number. We do a background check from the basis of a criminal and a credit check. We're not checking for your credit score. We're making sure that you weren't ABC Plumbing and went bankrupt and owed everybody money and now you've opened up as XYZ Plumbing. So that's all we're checking. A few do's and don'ts. We're the same way as Kevin described. We're going to be working on private properties. Because of our program being unique, you'll be signing a contract with the homeowner. The city of Tulsa pays the bill. So you need to be very good communicator, be professional, be on time, be courteous. Don't do any side work. If there's any work that needs to be done that's beyond the scope of work, we can either address it through a change order or we may have to do a new application. She may not have enough money for it. The homeowner may not have enough money. So, and again, we don't use any seconds or used products. You have to have general liability insurance of $500,000 per occurrence and $1 million aggregate. Workers' comp required for all contractors, and vehicle liability insurance. Can't be debarred by HUD. If you're debarred by HUD, you know it, because you've probably been sued by HUD. You've probably been in some federal court with them. So you have to have an email that you can print from. We have a lot of people that, I've got a phone, I can get my emails, but you got to be able to print that PDF file, fill it out, and get it back to us. And then anything that requires a license, be it electrician, plumber, mechanical, lead-based paint, you have to have those required license or registrations. Again, our funding is federal. We use email as our primary source of contact. We do Section 3 reports, which is a very simple report we do at the end of each year. Staff will walk you through those. Receiving pay is a little more unique from the aspect of when you submit your pay request to the city, we have to send an inspector out to make sure the work was done properly, even permitted work. So then once that work's confirmed done, then we process that in through the normal process of Munis and get you paid through finance. We have what we call our spec book. It's a collection of specs we have assembled through the last 25, 30 years. So you will see a scope of work coming to you in a bid via email. Anything that needs a permit, or if you're in doubt that it needs a permit, put it in your bid. Again, same as Kevin described, change orders. Do not do any changes to your scope of work without coming through the WIN department to get an approved change order. Again, emergency repairs, they're smaller, quicker grants. Usually they're more specified to the division or the discipline that we're going with. So if we need a hot water tank, we're going to send that out to plumbers. If we need a 100 amp service, we're going to send that out to electricians. And again, emergency needs emergency. Don't bid on a project that you can't do in a quick fashion. We use a cost reasonableness to compare our prices. In-house staff does an estimate, and any bid within 10% above or below can be considered a good bid. So the next slide will describe, for example, if we get a bid we estimate it at $5,000. The window's $4,500 to $3,500. So contractor A is too low, contractor D is too high. So the only ones that are eligible is B, C, and E. The rehab loan program is from $1,000 up to $3,500 in repairs. We send the bids out with the same cost reasonable concept. There's a $5,000 what we call general property improvement built in, so owners can't, because we're putting out a loan against their house on this program. So we want to make sure if there's any other things the homeowner wants done that's legitimate issues that help improve the quality of life, we will do those. So homeowner will select the contractors on the rehab program. They'll select a minimum of four contractors. We have a contractor's rehab book. If you go to the next slide. This is something we keep in-house that a contractor can give us 2 pages to show their profile, some photos of their work, so it helps them select you from our book. That's just a blow-up of the same book and the photos there. Again, cost reasonable is the same as described on the emergency repair. If you go to the next slide. Our estimate was, say, $31,800. The window is $28,620 to $34,980. So contractor A and B are not eligible because they're outside of the cost reasonableness. In the packet you download online for your application, we have our contractor guidelines. Within those contractor guidelines are basically our rules for the contractors. Just different things we describe as you read through it. That's one of the parts of the packet you'll keep for your own records. So the biggest thing we like to push through our program is also networking. We have a lot of general contractors that need plumbers, so they go within our program to network with each other and vice versa.